Well, a 30-year-old suspect will be appearing in the Ventersburg Magistrates Court this morning on rape charges. The suspect allegedly lured two women by befriending them on Facebook and arranging to meet with them in an open field and allegedly then raping them. Our reporter Zinhle Kanyane is there and will be giving us an update. Zinhle, good morning. What exactly can we expect from today's court proceedings?
Well, the organized crime unit investigators here in the Northwest were able to pin down a suspect and arrest him in Gauteng relating to two incidents of rape. We understand that the suspect, the 30-year-old suspect, lured these two victims in separate incidents, lured them by befriending them on Facebook and thereafter trying to arrange a meeting with these two women in an open field. And we understand he then raped them in that field and robbed them of their belongings. But this happened in two different times. We understand the first incident happened in November last year, and the second one happened in May. The police are not ruling out that there might be other related rape incidents that this particular suspect has been involved in. But as it stands, the 30-year-old male suspect will be appearing in this court behind me in Ventersdorp for his first appearance, and we will see what will happen from there. But usually first appearances are really short and precise, so we're not expecting much. It's still just a first appearance. He will be appearing again in a few days' time for his bail application. But as it stands, that's the information that we have. And all of this is unfolding during such a difficult time in South Africa where gender-based violence is at its peak right now, and we are seeing that these Facebook-related rape incidences are continuing to spread and to occur more rapidly, and the police are investigating those two cases. But like I said, they're not ruling out that there might be more cases related to this particular suspect.
All right, Zinhle, I guess as that story unfolds, we'll continue to touch base with you. But just, as you mentioned, the sensitive time we find ourselves in as a nation, looking at the scourge of GBV and femicide, the rate of that increasing within the country. Just from your vantage point, have community members come out and reacted? What is currently transpiring just outside of the Ventersdorp court?
Well, when we arrived here around 8:30, it was fairly quiet, and we understand the court is only going to resume at around 10 o'clock from what we understand. And the suspect himself is still on his way. He is being held in custody in Klerksdorp, which is about an hour from here. So we understand that he is still on his way. They haven't arrived here, and court will be starting just after 10 o'clock. But it doesn't seem like the community here has come out particularly for this case. It's fairly quiet in this rural town here in the Northwest, but obviously one would assume that this is a sensitive case, and locals here are concerned about the continuous femicide that we're seeing in the country. But as it stands, we haven't seen any of the family members of the victims here. We will be trying to get in contact with them and trying to get in contact with the family of the suspect himself to see if they are going to make their way here to try and find out and understand how they feel about the charges that have been laid against him. But as it stands, it's fairly quiet in this rural town.